What are some of the biggest challenges facing municipal government? I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me this hour is Mayor Ron Jones of Beechwood. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
So many mayors I speak with talk about the financial challenges that they face, decreasing revenue, decreases in state aid, increases in costs like health care. Talk to us about some of the challenges that you're facing at a municipal level.
Well, the most important thing is to continue to provide services without cutting efficiency. Our challenge is also to maintain a stable tax rate and to work in a creative way while revenues are diminishing.
So when you talk about diminishing revenues and still working to provide essential services, how do you find that balance when you are talking about a decline in the money coming into you as a municipality?
It's very challenging. We have to be creative. Certain municipalities have revenue generating facilities such as splash parks, beaches, things of that nature to bring in revenue and cutting costs. The challenge that we have as mayor, I see, even though I signed on to the governor's 2.5% hard cap and the toolbox, I made it clear to him and his staff that I don't totally agree with the entire concept. I do agree with the toolbox when it comes to labor negotiations, that we have a fair playing field. I think that's important, but I don't support the mechanics of the 2.5% cap, and that's important to identify here today.
So let's focus a little bit on that. At this point, you work under a 4% municipal budget cap. This would lower that cap to 2.5%. Why don't you fully support that as a concept?
Oh, I made it clear to the governor's office that the 2.5 is not based on any scientific or mathematical data. It's an arbitrary number that was just thrown out there. And my concern is similar to my concern with my parents who lived on a fixed income. When the economy changes, you're set at 2.5%. So if interest rates go up to 18% and you're going to run your town at 2.5%, you won't be able to function. I have introduced a concept that is being introduced in the New Jersey legislature. I've appeared before the Senate Budget Committee, and I think it's the answer to New Jersey.
So what does this idea actually include?
It's called an index spending cap.